Welcome to another lecture by MedicoMedics, Microbiology and Infectious Diseases, Chapter 8, Host-Microbe Interactions. In this lecture, we will present host-microbe interactions. We will talk about the normal microbiota, opportunistic pathogens, briefly talk about virulence factors and host defense mechanisms, some beneficial microbe-host interactions, dysbiosis of this microbia, clinical implications, and end with a summary. So, introduction to host-microbe interactions. What's the definition here? Well, it's interactions between a host, so human or animal, and microorganisms, so bacteria, a virus, fungi, or parasites. Now, what are the types of interactions? So if it is mutualism, it means both the host and the microbe benefit. For example, gut bacteria. If it's commensalism, microbe benefits without harming the host. And if it's parasitic or parasitism, the microbe benefits at the host's expense. So what's the normal microbiota? Microorganisms that live on and inside the body without causing harm is what we typically call the normal microbiota. What are the roles here? It aids in digestion and in producing vitamins, for example, E. coli in our gut. It prevents colonization by harmful microbes. It helps stimulate the immune system. Some examples can be in our skin, we have Staphylococcus species. In our gut, we can find Lactobacillus, Bifidobacterium, etc. So these normal ones are like a built-in defense system and some kind of a helper team. They all have positive benefits. Now, let's mention opportunistic pathogens. These are normally harmless microbes that may then cause disease under certain conditions. Examples could be Candida albicans. It causes infections when the immune system is weak. Or Clostridium difficile or difficile causes severe diarrhea after antibiotic use. So the triggers here could be immune suppression or disruption of normal microbiota, for example, caused by the use of antibiotics. Now, the pathogenesis of infectious diseases. What are the steps? First, we have entry. So microbes enter the body through skin or respiratory tract or other routes. It then attaches itself and adheres to host cells using specialized molecules. We then have invasion, where microbes spread within the body. After that, we have evasion, so the microbes escape our immune system. So you can assume that in between invasion and evasion, our immune cells try to respond to this, but for whatever reason, they escape the immune system. Once they've done that, then we come to damage. So the microbe cause tissue destruction, or there is an immune reaction, but it's an overreaction, leading to further damage. And understanding these different steps and targeting these steps will help prevent or treat infections. What is virulence factors, or what are virulence factors? Well, these are traits that make the microbe more capable of causing disease. For example, if they have adhesion molecules, these will help the microbe to stick to the host cells. It's toxins, so poisonous substances that damage host tissues. Enzymes. These might help microbes invade tissues. So targeting virulence factors can weaken these pathogens. So expressed in a different way, virulence factors are like tools or weapons that these microbes use to invade and harm our body. And like we mentioned, some of these weapons are, for example, adhesion molecules, so it helps it to stick to our cell. And others is releasing toxins, causing great damage to our cells, or ways to evade our immune system, for example. So these are virulence factors of a certain microbe, let's say. What are the host defense mechanisms? We mentioned this in the previous lecture, but just for the sake of brief repetition, let's go through them again. So we have physical barriers like our skin or mucous membranes. We have enzymes that help in breaking down and repelling pathogens, our skin, for example. We have innate immunity, which is our rapid response. So we have phagocytes like macrophages or neutrophils, and these then produce inflammation, leading to the containment of the invasion and also promoting healing. Then we have our adaptive immunity, which is a long-term protection where we find our antibodies produced by our B cells and our memory cells, which helps us with faster responses in the future. And the way microbes might evade these immune mechanisms could be by using capsules, antigenic variation, or hiding inside the host cell, etc. Now, what about some beneficial microbe-host interactions? Examples could be gut microbiota. And here we produce short-chain fatty acids for gut health. Also prevents in harmful bacterial growth. In our skin, it protects against pathogens by out-competing them. Another is that friendly microbes help train the immune system. So it's the old saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Microbial dysbiosis. So this is the imbalance in the normal microbiota. We said that these are your friends or enemies that you keep closer, but if it becomes imbalanced, so we have a dysbiosis, it could lead to negative effects. So for example, causes of developing a dysbiosis could be antibiotic overuse. It could be poor diet. You could have it due to chronic diseases like diabetes. And what happens is some consequences could be increased risk of infections, like Clostridium difficile could suddenly become more prone to start attacking. And we also link a dysbiosis to obesity, mental health issues, autoimmune diseases, etc. Now, some emerging research in host microbe interactions include the Human Microbiome Project, where we are mapping all microbes in the human body. We're looking at links between gut microbes and brain health, so the gut-brain axis, its role in chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease. Therapies are being developed like probiotics, the use of probiotics, introducing beneficial microbes to our body. Use of fecal microbiota transplants to help restore gut balance. Now, briefly, some clinical implications then. Diagnosis. So, identifying infections based on microbial interactions like stool tests for gut infections. Antibiotics for harmful microbes. We use probiotics to restore balance. And of course, a key way to prevent all of this is vaccination and hygiene. So antibiotics would fall under treatment, more specifically. Probiotics would fall under preventive measures. So in summary then, microbes and humans have a complex relationship. Some help, others harm. Maintaining balance in the microbiota is key to health. And emerging therapies focus on leveraging beneficial microbes. And that's the end of this lecture. Continue now to Chapter 9.